to be the best, simple and plain. That's why I play the game. To be the best, you have to win. And that's what drives me.
He's the best player in the game. It's just that simple.
Yo, we back. What's going on, good people? You gotta like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We're gonna do this little quick update real quick. Got the California wildfires. Like I said, when you come in, kick off your shoes, relax, get comfortable. But if you're with the negative, then please make a about face and you know what to do. Leave out that door. Like I said, we're doing a update on these wildfires out here in California.
Drivers panicked. They took their keys, Palisades Drive, as well as Sunset Boulevard. This dozer is just moving these vehicles out of the way. So if this is your car, unfortunately, it's an emergency situation. And this is what they have to do. They are moving the cars as we speak. Unfortunately, there are dozens of cars. This looks like a movie set. Unfortunately, this is real. LA County Fire, they have to do what they have to do. They need to clear a path. Literally, they're moving the cars, the SUVs. We're seeing Mercedes, very nice vehicles, Teslas up here. But that's because the car owners, they took their keys and they just started running. They left the cars here as the firefighters were trying to clear the pathway, clear the roadway, the emergency situation. Where, they need to get up to the home. They want to make sure people are not trapped up there. But this line of cars possibly goes about 300 feet deep.
But what's crazy though, this looked like something out of a movie though. Like for real. This literally looked like a scene out of a movie.
Light fire here at Sunset and La Cienega, close to my work.
That's crazy, man.
I want to take you for a ride right now. So Palisades, all of these cars. To watch this out. It's like a movie. Cars that I'm looking at right now, there are Mercedes, there are Teslas, there are Cybertrucks here. Very nice vehicles, but the owners decided to take their keys and
like what, y'all?
So emergency officials once again said, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. That causes more emergency situation for them to try to get to these homes. Because they're not exactly sure if up that hill, if there are people up there.
And Gene, as you're, this shot here of where they have cleared the way, and you can see those huge active flames at the top of the.
It's crazy, man. Pray for all them people out there, man. Prayers up.
You're off. You're an assist. You got an assist. I see some snow ice here. Did you get it in that spot? Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm okay. It like hurt, but I'm still okay.
Glad to hear that. Hey,
I'll go on and say, free pop.
Oh, he said free Palestine. Oh, he said free Palestine. But yeah, it's just like, that's something like out of a movie though, y'all. People saying the times is coming, man.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster? No apology for them? Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was unfolding back home?
Where's Sleepy Joe at? Look him out. Y'all hit that like button. So that's the mayor of California. I love that. Thank you. Was she leaving or what? That's the airport. Where is she?
Madam Mayor, let me ask you just again, have you anything to say to the citizens today as you return?
Oh, she coming back from Ghana.
Hold on 1 second.
Wow.
Madam Mayor, just a few words for the citizens today as you return to deal with the catastrophe.
So she was gone while this shit burning down.
David, as you say, she wasn't very keen to answer any of your questions there. And fire chiefs are also admitting that they just don't have enough personnel to take out the fires.
Yeah, they're fighting all sorts of challenges. They're talking about a water shortage. There are reports of fire hydrant failures. They've been unable to use firefighting aircraft for much of the day due to the smoke that is billowing ominously from the hills where the wildfires are raging. And I suppose despite that political storm, this is, of course, at its heart, a human story, because we've now 80,000 people evacuated. Tens of thousands of others are on standby to be evacuated. 2 lives have been lost in the Eaton fire, which is what's causing the consequence behind us. The city's iconic landscape almost shrouded completely by the smoke. And they're really just taking it one step at a time, hoping at some stage the wind's going to change direction or to die down, and that they're going to be able to get this fire under control. Do you, citizen?
Well, it's still burning and they don't got the fire under control. That's sad, man. That is very, very, very sad.
Now that we're getting some daylight, what are you seeing in that area?
Programming. We hear you, but not programming.
And obviously tough connections right now. Tony, can you hear us?
Yeah. Okay, you're the producer. I do not. Okay, here we go.
Now that we're getting some.
That's Paris Hilton home. She lost her home to the LA Palisade fires. She probably got about 4 or 5 more. She rich. What about the people that don't got the money that she got? Look at the Hollywood sign, though. That picture crazy right there, man. Hollywood sign burning. Hold on. That don't never say $50 billion in damages already. 50 billion? That's crazy. Well, I mean, some wealthy folks out there, so I can imagine, but yeah.
Of one of those victims of this fire, one of the 5 victims, we were able to identify that person earlier this evening. I talked with his sister. We want to roll some video of that as well so we can introduce you to this gentleman who was killed. His name is Victor Shaw. He is 66 years old. We understand that he had some serious health problems. He couldn't get around very well, but he lived with his younger sister, Sherry, and they lived in the family home where they had been for years. When the fire started to move through yesterday and burning everything, Sherry said to him that we've got to go. And she ran out the door and fled herself. But she said that he responded by saying, I'm going to stay behind and try to fight the fire, which he did. But sadly, this morning, when they returned to the property, they found Victor's body. It was lying outside, and he was still holding the garden hose in his hands.
When I went back in and yelled his name, he didn't reply back. And I had to get out because the embers were so big and flying like a firestorm that I had to save myself. And I looked behind me and the house was starting to go up in flames and I had to leave.
We actually did see him laying on the side of the road with the hose. It looks like he was trying to save the home that his parents had had for almost 55 years.
I fell to the ground and I didn't want to look at him. They just told me that he was lying on the ground and he looked serene, as if he was at peace.
And we understand, unfortunately, that Victor's body is still there on the family property. The coroner's office has not been able yet to get in there. There's a lot of downed trees, a lot of downed wires. It's going to take a while for that to happen. So in the meantime, Sherry and her friends and family are waiting for the body to be retrieved. She lost just about everything with the home and the property. And now, of course, she's lost a brother as well. So a sad time for some of these families here in Altadena.
Pray for the families and loved ones and all the ones that lost somebody out there, because just imagine being in a firestorm and you can't do nothing about it. Let's see. YouTuber Corey SSG accused fleeing to Dubai after abducting 2 women and taking them on a high-speed car ride. Reportedly threatened women with a gun before ditching them on the side of the highway. And these YouTubers and influencers getting this money and letting it go to their head. He look like he a cornball ass nigga anyway. I believe that's why these females be doing what they doing. These niggas be reckless out here. Chris Selson celebrates Corey arrest at one of my, what he say? One of my options went to jail. It's good day today. Who is this, Corey? There must be a whole backstory to this. Let me see what this man said.
Boy, one of my officers went to jail. Boy, it's a good day today. Oh, some day, one of my officers went to jail. That boy Corey just turned himself in, boy. If it ain't so, I got 1,000 for somebody who tell me this shit true. I got 1,000 for somebody right now. Tell me it ain't so. Ain't that about a bit? Not in the court in a fighting tournament. They said, look, let me show y'all real quick so I don't think I'm capped. And that boy still don't take it as serious. Look how we're looking at the profile picture. T, he can't even close his mouth all the way. T still showing. Look at that bullshit. He can't even close his mouth all the way. Shit crazy out here. Like, damn, twin. You know my niggas like that. I'm locked up, man. Why you right now, bro? First of all, nigga Corey Printer, man. That nigga ain't do shit. That nigga.
Yeah, but this trolling taking people's lives for real. This trolling to get you hurt, get you killed, get you locked behind bars. And you see it right here. These influencers is letting this money get to their head and letting that fame get to their head. But y'all like, share, and subscribe. Let's see what he got to say.
Sorry, right? A lot of y'all thought I was in jail. A lot of y'all is very tuned in to what's going on right now. A lot of y'all see them on the run. A lot of y'all don't see how I'm actually working the internet right now because y'all are viewers.
See what I'm saying? It's just all for content. All this is just for content. They trolling. And like I said, trolling can get you killed. And trolling can really get you locked behind bars. So y'all showing these kids the wrong things. That's why the youngins, the YNs, that's why they going crazy. They only doing what they see these social influencers do. These entertainers and these rappers. But y'all like, share, and subscribe. We the People TV. I wasn't even supposed to touch bases on this, but it was there, so I had to speak on it. I don't really know what type of content he produced, but I just know he's a social media influencer. But when it comes down to the childrens, it's about the childrens, right? So we gotta show positivity to the childrens. So why would you want the people to think you getting locked up for some shit you really didn't do? Like, come on, man. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe. We the People TV. And I'm gone.